Hey, Kentucky, everyone. I'm in the kitchen with Miss Allison Davis. What do you have for us? Hi, how you doing, girl?
I didn't know who I would be shooting with today, and Troy has been asking me for months about how to make fried chicken. So Troy,
he's missing
you're
out.
watching.
I know.
We're making fried chicken, and you're just missing out.
Yes, that's right. It's my. Oh, I'm so excited! I love fried chicken.
The real
it's my favorite.
Kentucky fried chicken.
Awesome.
So what I have already done is I have started to break down a whole chicken, actually.
Okay.
So I just wanted to briefly kind of mention that.
All right.
When you do, you can save money by getting a whole chicken. And so what I do is I just get in there and basically you find the joints.
Okay.
And then you just take your knife and you just cut right around the joints.
I never get a whole chicken like that ever.
Well, you can save a lot of money. So you just start cutting through the joints, and then you take the breast off the breastbone, and you're good to go. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of move forward, so that we can do that. And I'll probably even look at maybe posting a video on how to do that on our YouTube channel.
I think that's a good idea.
Just on how to break down a whole chicken, because I do get that question, and it's exactly the same way you do a turkey.
Okay.
So.
All right, I can do turkey.
Next thing is brining, okay?
All right.
And brining just means that we've had this marinating in a liquid. Basically, this is a buttermilk.
Okay.
And I have a little bit of hot sauce and salt and pepper. So honestly, I prefer that you let this sit overnight for just a chance for that buttermilk to really get in and soak that chicken up.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and it really changes the texture of the chicken and makes it more just succulent and just delicious, right?
Yes.
Now, the next thing is the flour, okay? And you don't just use plain flour. Never. You have to season your flour.
All right.
I mean, like we've heard of shake and bake. You know, it's got all that seasoning in there. We have to season our flour.
All right.
So, we've got some salt going in, definitely. Pepper. And then there's a few things that I like to add into mine. So the Nashville, like the hot chicken, always has some cayenne. So I like to put just a touch of cayenne into mine.
Okay.
Just a touch. Depends on how hot you like it. A little garlic powder.
I like a little.
Love
a little more
some
than my
garlic
husband.
powder in there.
Oh, I love garlic.
And then honestly, Cajun seasoning. If you don't have anything, just have Cajun seasoning and add that in there.
Okay.
All right. So now you've got a well-seasoned flour. We're going to kind of just get that a little stir.
Okay.
And then that is pretty much it. You're going to go from the buttermilk brine to the flour so that the flour sticks and really coats it, and then into the oil.
Okay.
The way I like to test to see if my oil is hot enough is to use a wooden spoon and to allow that wooden spoon to just heat up. And if the wooden spoon is bubbling, then you know your oil is hot enough. So this just needs, a minute
Learn
or
something
two.
new every day. I love it.
Right? So
what a great way to test too, because that's always a problem. I mean, when I go to cook, it's like you do need to make sure that the oil is ready to go, ready to just
so
like
when you're
zip
frying, you want it to be somewhere. And if you don't do this method, you want it to be somewhere between 350 and 365.
Okay.
For it to really get that nice kind of golden brown.
Okay. Good.
Now, a couple other things that you need to kind of prep your plate up. You need a wire rack.
Okay.
This wire rack has a sheet tray underneath it, or paper towel lined sheet tray if you don't have the wire rack.
Okay.
I like the wire rack simply because the grease kind of drips off, and it'll stay nice and crispy.
Nice.
And then something that you can pull your chicken out with, either like a spatula or tongs in this case. So we're going to go into our fryer, and then we're going to let these brown up.
All right.
And then we are going to taste these guys.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and finish some up, and we'll come back and give it a taste test.
Perfect.
All right. So how
Chicken
long
is ready.
How long did we cook it for?
Okay, so the chicken went in the fryer. We let it get nice and brown, but here's my trick. You want to let it get brown. You want to have a hot oil, but I don't finish it in the oil.
Okay.
So it was still raw, but crispy on the outside, and then I put it in the oven on that wire rack for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the thickness of the chicken, and let it cook. at about 400 degrees until it reaches that internal temperature of about 162 to 165.
Okay, all right.
Now we're ready to taste.
Well, and plus you have the collard greens around the side too.
So there's nothing more southern than putting a few little collard greens on the table
with a little bit of bacon mixed in. Oh,
yeah,
so good.
We're gonna cut into this guy.
Awesome.
And we're using our manners right now, but honestly, if I was just at home and eating this, I would just pick the whole thing
well,
up
and
Troy's
missing out because he is, of course, doing a juicing cleanse, and he's gonna miss out on the chicken. So we're gonna give this a try, and I'll try it for you, Troy. Oh my gosh, this is so... Oh, Allison. Sorry, Troy, you missed out on this one.
Well, for more recipes and to get this, you can go to Midday Kentucky.
Yes.
/Midday Kentucky.
Yes, and at the recipes tab. Make sure you go to the recipes tab, or you can go to Allison's website at wildtimecooking.com. We will be right back right after this short break. Yum!